Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte. So I'm almost 30. I'm not as young as some of you may think I am.
By the way, guys, as a warning, this is the most delusional woman I've ever seen, so you have been warned.
I'm going to tell you all a few things that you may have not known before about vampires.
The living vampires and the 9 tribes and the fact that there are vampire tribes that live in the United States. So we've shifted into a higher vibrational parallel reality where things that did not happen in the previous reality actually have happened here. I bring this up because there has been so much talk about mermaids. You're correct. The mermaids are actually fallen angels. So
I don't even know what to say, guys, and I know a lot of you will say, oh, this is fake. She must be trolling. She does this only for the views. Okay, then let me show you this, guys. Okay, guys, so here we have a profile. She has 171,000 followers. So just think about that. 171,000 people think that she is right, think like her. Okay, she calls herself a ceremonial magician. And if you press this link right under it, it takes you here. And here she provides certain services like aura reading, group rituals, psychic readings, Reiki, and rituals.
So I just have a question for everybody that's been doubting me and calling me crazy. Entities are able to timeline jump and take residence in just about anything. I wanted to also add into that us humans have the technology to timeline jump ourselves. Intimacy parasites come onto you when you are having intimacy or intimate acts with somebody who already has these parasites on them.
Ma'am, I think you're confusing that with STDs.
When am I going to get a break from people constantly trolling me? Since we're talking about soul ties and soul mates and reincarnation, I wanted to also talk about spirit babies. Energetic manipulation is energetic manipulation. So people can destiny swap with you and take all the blessings from you if you let them get that close to you in your life. I really don't know why anybody cares that I wear filters in my readings. It's going to be a hard truth for a lot of you ladies, but the reason you keep finding men that hate women or that are all the same is because you have energetic cords to men that are like that.
No, ma'am, it's because they are attracted to certain traits that the bad boys have, the assholes have, the chads have. That's all.
There are a lot of people in the Hollywood space, in the celebrity space, fucking even the talk show podcast space that really don't fucking like me.
Ma'am, Hollywood doesn't care about you. And I know a lot of you guys will say, I can save her. No, my guy, you can't. Stop being simps.
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for...
fatherless daughters on treacherous waters.
Okay, this is a list of things that dudes in LA have actually said to me.
One of my biggest fantasies right now, having my husband, telling to him I want to make a home with a lot of guys, and looking in the eyes of my husband and say, I love you, baby.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me.
Because you're delusional, ma'am.
Get ready with me while I tell the story of the time that I dated a deeply unhinged actor in LA.
To want both means to desire and to lack, right? So we desire the things that we lack. And the more I have, the less I lack, which means the less I could possibly want from you, which is also part of the relationship or dating crisis these days. As people get more and more, they tend to lack less. And so they don't need other people. They don't want things from other people as much.
Nobody cares if women don't need men. If they really don't need men and are happy single, it's okay. Nobody cares. But then don't make videos on TikTok, where are all the good men? You said you're a strong, independent woman that doesn't need a man. So of course you won't find men.
And that tends to make the frequency of all kinds of relationships go down. I think it's no surprise that as GDP increases in every culture around the world for the last 100 years, birth rates have gone down. The
True.
more people have, the less likely they're going to have families, the less likely they're going to enter into relationships, which is pretty much what you have historically had to do to have a family, etc.
I think we really need to stop perpetuating the myth that women don't like nice guys, that women like assholes, because it's really, really not true.
This is why I tell you guys, don't listen to women that give dating advice. Just watch this video.
Okay, story time. This is how I came to realize that I too am picking the top 10% of men, right? So
AKA the chads, the assholes.
I always thought that, but I'm not one of those women. I don't pick the top 10%. I go for character, I go for men that are a bit eccentric. Basically, it was 2 years ago. And I was, it was my boss's hairdresser, okay? We never met before, we kind of clicked, and we were bonding over the fact that we were both kind of in this dystopian world of dating and dating apps. And then she goes, oh my God, you need to see this forum, right? So you've all heard of the forum. It's, are we dating the same guy, okay?
Yes, there are lots of groups that women created that are called Are We Dating the Same Guy? Why do you think those groups were created? Because women go after the same type of guy, even if he's an asshole. Just listen.
She shows me the stuff I'm on Facebook. She's like, go and search for it. You might find someone that you know. And so I type in a name, right? And before this person's pictures come up, bearing in mind I've never met this woman before, she goes, oh, I know him. Yoga teacher, has cats. He went out with my friend and another friend, total fuckhead, right? I was like, oh, okay. So I look at this forum and I paused for a moment. I was blowing out of the water, right? I was like, I've been on a date with him, matched with him, or my friend's been on a date with him. And you know that way that suddenly all the slots started to click into place. And I was like, oh my God, we're all dating the same guy. And it's like, no wonder these men are behaving so fucking badly because they have so much access to women.
But that doesn't matter. They still chose those guys. They still date them. That's why those groups exist, guys. And I'll prove it further at the end of the video. Just stay till the end, guys, because there is a very important video that I want to show you that proves my point even further.
Description of one of your accounts, you say the perfect online girlfriend you've been dreaming of.
Yeah.
Do you think what you do is integrous?
Yes.
So are y'all okay with men?
She doesn't even know what the word means, my guy. Why do you ask this?
Playing with women's emotions?
Is that valuable? Like a woman's beauty and like her sensuality is naturally valuable. Whatever men interpret like that as or do.
Okay, so basically she's just saying that all that she brings to the table to a guy is her looks. Okay, ma'am, but your looks will fade. And you also have an Only Sims account. The kind of guy that you want to date in the future to marry won't want you.
With that's on them.
I just want to know if you're cool with men playing with women's emotions. Like if a man knows that, because y'all love to use predatory in these kind of words, in the way that you exploit men by giving them the girlfriend experience and they're paying you, to them, some of these men really believe that you're genuinely interested in them.
That's because they're stupid. That's because they're simps. I don't blame her. I don't. If somebody can take advantage of you in this way, it's your fault. It's because you are stupid. Take accountability.
They're paying you. I've had clients who've struggled with this, and he believed that this woman really liked him because she was feeding.
It's because he's delusional, my guy. You can't help him. It doesn't matter if he's your client. You can't help delusional people. Just look at the first woman. Do you actually believe that somebody can help her? Nobody can.
Feeding him lies, telling them she wanted to see him, and he was sending her money, and he couldn't figure out if she was genuinely interested in him or not. And
it's because he's stupid.
I had to show him that this woman is extracting money out of you because she just wants your resources. You think that's integral?
Yeah.
I've had so many guys say in the beginning, you know, on dating apps, whatever it is, oh, I'm a traditional man, you know, oh my gosh, like, how can I, like, talk to you? Can I get your number? You know, when can I see you again? Literally, I give it 2 dates. I'm like, by the second date, he's gonna ghost. By the second date, he's gonna show me his true color. And literally by the second date, because once he feels like he's already got me, the effort goes away. Literally, the effort goes away. So many guys will be like, you know, just give me a chance, give me a chance. And then once you give them a chance, once you give them a little bit of a chance, they prove to you every single time why.
Did you hear what she said every single time? So, ma'am, whose fault is it? Is it those guys? Or is it your fault that you keep choosing guys like that? Because you said it's every single time. So you keep doing the same mistake over and over and over, expecting a different result. You all know what that's called, guys. You all know it.
You were dumb. And they will friend zone you. They will ghost you. They'll say, actually, I don't want anything serious. Once the fantasy of pulling you wears off, that's it.
No, ma'am. It's because they see the red flags that you have, and they see that it's not worth dating you. You're too much of a headache. That's why. But of course, you can't self-reflect because you're delusional. We're going to skip this video because it's very stupid.
What have I said that's misogynistic?
It seems like you guys view women as objects more than actual women.
What have I said tonight that would indicate that I view women as objects?
Well, saying that we don't think or that we don't have brains.
When did I say that?
When did you say that?
What did I say?
We forgot what you said.
So if I
Okay, that's on you, ma'am. If you're stupid, that's on you.
blamed you for a crime and I can't prove it, does that substantiate my accusation?
Well, it's not like you're going to be on trial and you're going to be in the courtroom without any evidence.
You filled this out before the show. What have I said that is misogynistic?
I wasn't really talking about you specifically when I said that. I was talking about this show.
Sure. What is misogynistic about the show in general?
Just the way that you guys frame questions, you guys ask women questions, like questions that you have more information on than us knowing that we're kind of like random and we don't have time to get information and knowledge to back up our arguments.
Then why did you agree to go on that show, ma'am? Why didn't you do your research before going on the show? I swear, they have no accountability, guys. No, it's always somebody else's fault. It's never their own fault. You agreed to come on this show. You probably signed a document agreeing to come on this show and talk on this show and be recorded. But yet somehow it's still his fault.
Versus you guys have all these statistics and all this stuff to back up. Exactly. Statistics and graphs that y'all planning.
Ma'am, they just have the truth. Those statistics prove the truth. So you're basically saying, I don't like that you tell us the truth and I can't back up my lies.
How many photos do you have on your Instagram?
So many.
Have you posted any with your boyfriend?
No.
Why not? Because that's intentional.
It's like keeping privacy, you know? I posted him on stories before. He was on a reel that I posted.
What, from like 7 years ago?
50 years ago.
Why haven't you? Let's be real, that's intentional, right?
No, I don't think it is.
It is. She's trying to hide the fact that she has a boyfriend.
Because
believe you.
Why do you think it's intentional? That's what I want to know.
Because part of your marketing is the illusion that you are available, so guys will follow you. And if you post yourself with a guy, it destroys the fantasy of getting thirst, attention, validation from guys or money.
My ex-boyfriend actually did say, and all his friends wondered why I never posted him.
And whose fault is that? Why is he still in a relationship with you? Because he's a big simp, that's why.
I said to him once, I said, if I posted you, I'd probably lose 2,000 followers.
So you know?
Yeah, I guess. They want to see you, they don't want to see you with a man.
Who's there? What demographic is it?
My 80%.
Horny male audience.
Yeah, like it can be about business.
But remember, guys, they say they post for them, not for men.
Let me list out the red flags that I missed. He knows this happened. I don't really care what he says. Like he knows that he did these things. He knows.
Okay, so what? You saw the red flags and you ignored them. So who's at fault here, ma'am?
He knows. These were very distinct things that he did to progress everything. So keep in mind when this is happening, I am a naive, loving, trusting woman in this situation.
So what? It's your fault, ma'am. Why do you think that the world is sugar and spice and everything nice? Why? It's because you're naive. It's because you're stupid. Stupidity isn't rewarded, ma'am. Take accountability. Guys, I was naive when I was younger. I got taken advantage of. It was my fault. I was stupid. It was my fault. Stop blaming other people. That's the problem in the West. People are too naive. You live in the Lululand, not in reality. In reality, if you are nice, if you are naive, people will take advantage of you.
33 and I feel like I'm running out of time to know who is for me. Why do others have it so easy? And this one hit home for me a little bit because I want to sit here and give you advice, but I want to also tell you how
can you give advice, ma'am, to another woman when you yourself are single?
how proud I am of you that you're sitting here and you're feeling your emotions, because the truth is it isn't easy, and we go through these moments where we're like, I'm in my 30s and I'm tired and I'm frustrated and where is my person? And that doesn't mean that you have a lack of faith. That means that you're a human being. And
No, ma'am. That just means that you spend your 20s looking for other things instead of prioritizing finding a man, finding a husband, finding a relationship. You wanted to be a boss bee, you wanted to have a show, a podcast. You prioritize your school, whatever, instead of looking for a man. And now all of a sudden, when women are in their 30s, where are all the good men?
you have feelings and you're a woman and you want to be loved. But what I first want to tell you is that 33 is very young.
It's so young.
And we just feel like...
Can you see the cope, guys? We're just going to skip this video.
Did you guys know that every time women, we try to be girls and we champion a woman for leaving her marriage unprovoked, or we celebrate a relationship ending, or we champion and cheer on a woman who plays a man publicly on the internet, do you know what that does to your sister? We say we're girls, but we're really selfish, because anytime
they all view other women as competition. I already showed you that study.
we champion rebellion against our men, it backfires on us. Men also watch the same videos that we put out, and they look at the comments of us going, yes sis, you did that, eat that up, da 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 da, yeah, you should have left that marriage, happiness over everything. Y'all know that hurts your sister, right? Now don't get me wrong, there are some women who do leave marriages for really specific reasons, but in totality, from what I've been seeing on the internet, a lot of it is just based off of happiness and being quote unquote miserable.
And money, ma'am. When the guy doesn't earn enough, or he gets laid off, or the woman starts earning more than him, they file for divorce.
There's a saying going around with men saying men will sacrifice their happiness for a marriage when women will sacrifice their marriage for their happiness.
True.
And this narrative is spreading like wildfire to the point where men are being very anti-dating.
You shouldn't be anti-dating, but you should be anti-marriage with the current laws, because it doesn't favor you, and it's not logical to get married in the West.
I don't want to say this to discourage anyone, but I need my sisters to understand that the more we broadcast our downfall relationships, the more you share a one-sided story about how your relationship was so trash, or how your marriage was so trash, or whatever the case may be, although you feel like you're venting and you're helping, you're not.
Just stay till the end, guys, because I have a similar story that I want you to hear.
I don't care about the presents. I've told you, I don't care about the goddamn presents. I don't care about going out. I just want to be with you. But you're the fucking most materialistic person about, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this.
Okay, my guys, so leave. Why are you complaining? Why are you so emotional like a woman? Leave. You talk with her. If she doesn't understand, you leave. It's not worth it.
I care about what you are, you as a person, not the things that would make you happy. Like literally the fucking items, the material that would make you happy. I care about you.
I understand, Justin, but also, you know, spending that time and energy with being with me, I've told you what I needed that would make me happy. And you
material.
Not just material, but
like I'm literally trying to spend.
But you literally have never. I've literally told you, like, okay, it's not just about material. Like I told you multiple times before Valentine's Day how just lighting candles and making me dinner and
I was making me fucking do that.
But I asked you if you could just, I don't know.
I will tell you this, even if it's his fault, the fact that she's recording this, she doesn't like him. If you really respected the guy, trusted the guy, you wouldn't put him on the internet like this.
Ask me to be your Valentine and go out
Why
here.
do I have to ask someone that is my wife to be my Valentine? You ask someone.
Oh, they're married. It's even worse. That's why I tell you guys, don't get married. It's not worth it. Ma'am, how are you recording your husband? How are you posting this online for everybody to see? These arguments should be private.
Someone that's supposed to be a Valentine when you're supposed to try to get someone in a relationship. That's how a fucking Valentine works.
That's not really, but okay.
That, like...
Anyway, it's just...
That guy is too emotional. He doesn't sound like a real man. He just sounds like a woman that is very emotional and tries to argue. And she doesn't really like him because she wouldn't record him and post everything online. So we're just going to skip this video.
You were saying a little bit earlier that you think it's more so men that are operating like this, that are moving like this as compared to women.
Yeah, the inability to commit, I do find it to be a lot of men. I mean, you are like that. Like you talk about that.
Me?
Yeah.
Wait, how am I like?
You are very anti-marriage. You don't want to commit either. So this is like a phenomenon.
Anti-marriage and committing are two different things, ma'am. You can be in a relationship without getting married. Why do men don't want to get married? Because in the West, all the laws are against men.
Phenomenon I'm seeing growing. I think a lot of the men that watch this show, I think they would agree that is where they fall, is they're very anti-commitment, and it's because they think that there are no women worth committing to. I understand that.
I don't have any qualms with commitment.
Just
I have
marriage.
qualms with marriage.
Okay.
I could have a life partner that I am monogamous with. Marriage, on the other hand, you need not have marriage in order to be committed to somebody. The thing with marriage, I don't object to it from a religious standpoint, but the thing is that if there's ever an issue in the marriage, the religion does not preside over the marriage. The state presides over the marriage.
True.
So she's going to seek recourse through the court system. She's going to go to the state. And so once you have the state involved, then you have alimony, then you have all these negative repercussions.
5 years ago, I ruined everything. I was engaged to the kindest, most loving man I'd ever known. He was
AKA the nice guy.
He was the kind of person who made everyone around him feel cared for, safe and loved. We were planning our wedding. I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. And then I made the dumbest mistake of my life. I kissed someone else. It was meaningless and I regretted it the moment it happened. The guilt was unbearable. I told him the next day because I couldn't keep it from him. I begged for forgiveness, promised I'd do anything to fix it. But he just looked at me like I'd shattered something deep inside him. He didn't yell. He didn't cry. He just said, "It's over."
Good for him. Good for him. I thought he would be a bigger simp, but he wasn't. Good for him.
And walked out. Wow. I tried to reach him for weeks. He ignored every call and text. Eventually, I wrote him a long letter apologizing and asking him for one chance to talk. When he finally agreed to meet, I thought maybe, just maybe, we could work through it. We talked about our memories, the good times, the love we shared, all the dreams we had for the future. For a moment, it almost felt like old times. And then I asked him if he could ever forgive me. What he said next has been burned into my brain ever since. I hear it every single day, word for word, and it plays in my mind like a broken record.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. you will still pick the asshole, the Chad, the bad boy, over the nice guy in the future. I can bet on it.
I hope someone comes into your life who makes you feel loved and safe just to betray you. I hope you spend every day wondering if the people you trust are lying to you. I hope you never feel secure in love again. I hope even when things seem perfect, there's a part of you that can't shake the doubt. I hope every I love you you hear makes you wonder if they really mean it. And when it all falls apart, when it breaks you, I hope you remember that this is what you gave me. He didn't say it to be cruel.
Whoa.
He wasn't a cruel man. He was the kindest, most selfless person I'd ever known. That's what makes it hurt so much. He said it because it was the truth, because that's what I did to him. He got up and left, but his words stayed. They live in my head, echoing constantly. Every night when I try to fall asleep, I hear them again. Every time I feel even a little happy, they come back to remind.
Every time she gets pounded by Chad, she keeps hearing those words. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.